like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos. Hit that notification bell as well. Go through our Cash App, $ BJ Matthews, our PayPal at Project Masters as well. Hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe. And also, you know what I'm saying, go through our super stickers and super comments that are available that we can get back as well. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. So we got to talk about a number of things right now. This game between the Lakers and the Warriors. Let's look through some of the comments. He said, "I'm so tired of the what ifs. But the Clippers would most definitely be dominating right now if injury ain't kill us." Yeah, I noticed that watching these games, man. You know, the Clippers definitely. Yeah, we already know, but it's like I said, it's something that's very it's hard to put a grasp on, man, because at the end of the day, Clippers did get hurt, and as frustrating it is that you can't have your team healthy and everyone else can be healthy is a testament to itself. But it is what it is. Chiefs say can't play the refs this game. No, you can't. You can't blame the refs this game at all. I could have blamed them the last game, but not for this game. We told you, BJ, Lakers in 6. Hey, looking like it. Unless the Warriors can pull out, I'm pretty sure they win Game 5, but I don't know. Game 6 is something where the way they're playing, they're not winning Game 6. Not on Lakers home court. If they play like how they did tonight, and I'm gonna go into what I mean by that. Hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe as well, and y'all can go ahead and you know what I'm saying, send y'all likes and stuff to the page. But let's get into it, man. The Lakers edge out the Golden State Warriors 100 to 104. Right? 100 to 104, 101 to 104. The Lakers edge out the Golden State Warriors. Now, in watching this game, I know it's a bunch of things. I know it's a lot of things. First off, I looked at this team stat sheet right away. After the game, I listened to this team stat sheet. Um, the shot percentage, the rebounds, the turnovers, the fouls, the points in the paint, the free throws, and as I look into everything. Um, Everything was pretty much lined up, right? So when somebody said that you can't blame the refs for this one, nah, you can't blame the refs. Like I told y'all, man, I'm a player first. I'm not a fan. I'm a player. I see the game different from a lot of you guys because most of y'all who haven't played can't relate to how I see the game. Only a select few, because the way we see the game is basically what we have certain things that we can see, and that's only a player. So certain people may not understand it when I say a game is fixed or a game looks rigged. That's why I saw in Game 3, because the free throws did not match the amount of personal fouls called as well as the points in the paint, right? But this game it does. Y'all can see the personal fouls are 22 to 15, which matches the free throws that are given out, 12 to 20. I saw the Warriors more so shooting outside threes, even though they got points in the paint. A lot of them were backdoor cuts, right? So even though they weren't getting points inside, they were relying a lot on that 3-point shot that was not falling. They shot 41 shots from the three and only made 12. That's what really killed them. See, the Lakers gave the Warriors an opportunity to close the door numerous of times. They led by 9 points at one point, led by 12. They led by multiple times. They led the game, but because of the missed 3-point shots they kept missing, they weren't closing the door. Um, Also, they got to talk about, you know, the Warriors went away what was going good for them, which was the screen and roll action, right? Steph Curry was used as a point guard. He was using that screen and roll action with him and GP, him and Moses Moody, him and Dante DiVincenzo, right? Those three guys were to me the best role players today. Peyton, DiVincenzo, and Moody to an extent. Wiggins was inconsistent. Thompson was damn sure inconsistent. Jordan Poole, I'm going to talk about him in a minute. But the Warriors, you know what I'm saying, they have chances to win this game. They had open shots they were missing, and the Lakers were off as well at home at 24%. This was the perfect game for the Warriors to really shut the door and make a statement. But they chose to, you know what I'm saying, they're missing a lot of outside threes, whether they be wide open or not. Right? We gotta go into a number of things, but excuse me. The way the Warriors had the game, you know, in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, they basically had um they had to basically they had the adjustments made, I'm pretty much saying. So for them to do what they did and just, you know what I'm saying, like give the game away, I mean that's all on the Warriors, man. The Warriors messed that up. As I look at, you know, the players' stats, you know, this was a game where you couldn't afford to have momentum killers, right? So if you look at the stats, um, I see a few things that stand out. First off, I see, like I said, the 3-point shot wasn't falling. Steph Curry was 3 for 14 from three. 3 for 14. That is not good. He did have an and one 3-point shot, and he did have a 3-point shot, I think, in the fourth. But you shooting 3 for 14 from the field, um, that hurts your team. And then you got Klay Thompson who's shooting 3 for 9. These are supposed to be the Splash Brothers, so that obviously first is off on them. 3 for 14, 3 for 9. Um, Andrew Wiggins was 2 for 6. Dante DiVincenzo was 2 for 4. Jordan Poole was 0 for 2. So they had a situation where they just could not hit 3-point shots. Now, the reason what I'm gonna say is something is this. Jordan Poole has been an utter disappointment since game one. I think game one was his best game. He had 21 points. But I'm seeing Steve Kerr wants to keep Jordan Poole out there because he wants him to keep his confidence, but he's not performing. He hasn't been performing since game one. He's been, you know what I'm saying, off from 3-point line. He has been turning the ball over dribbling. He's just not been great. He's not been good. So he only had 10 points tonight, and I could see why they chose to bench him. Because he's been just an utter disappointment. You're Jordan Poole with that amount of, you know, quickness with your first step. You should not be losing the ball and getting corralled like the way you're getting. You shouldn't be having the type of turnovers you're having. But that's why he has to be sat down. Andrew Wiggins, I seen an adjustment the Lakers did in the second half where they put 80 on Andrew Wiggins and, you know, forced him to shoot threes. Now, even though he missed a couple key 3-point shots, I'm not going to really put it on Andrew Wiggins because he's not known to shoot a lot of outside threes as it is. And he didn't shoot entirely too bad from the field. He shot almost 50%, and he almost shot 40% from the three. So at the end of the day, he just took what the defense gave him. He had 17 points. He hit the second high points today. But Klay Thompson getting 9 points, that would really hurt them. If you're known as a 3-point specialist, you cannot be going 3 for 9 from the field. You cannot have those bad shooting nights. And The quality of shots Clay was taking was not very good shots. I mean, let's just be honest. So um, I think the bad 3-point shooting by Steph and Clay mixed in with some costly turnovers, down the stretch, but they shouldn't have even been in that position because they were already up by a good amount. But they just decided to go away from what was working, was that screen and roll with Steph and GP, and then also Dante DiVincenzo was uh, crashing the boards and getting key possessions. Now I'm gonna tell y'all an adjustment I think that the Warriors need to do going into game 5 and from beyond. We'll see. And a mistake they made today. They're relying too much on 3-point shooting and not on slashing and actually cutting to the basket. Um, Jonathan Kuminga, I don't understand why Steve Kerr is not playing him. Probably because of an IQ thing. But in a series like this, he can be very valuable because of his athleticism. Now, when I say that, I'm meaning like they have to find a way. They don't need to shoot all those threes. You don't need to have like a guy who shoots all those threes if they're not hitting shots. At least not on the road. You can bench Moses Moody and you can bench Jordan Poole to put Jonathan Kuminga in. That's what I would do because they're not playing good. It would be one thing if Jordan Poole was actually taking advantage of his matchup, but he's playing terrible and he's getting opportunities to play. He's not doing anything. So you need a guy who's going to be able to set screens and be able to run to the basket, easy baskets. So Jonathan Kuminga would be that guy, but Steve Kerr doesn't want to play him. So uh, I mean, we'll see. I think the Warriors will come out blazing game 5, but game 6 is very hard to trust that they'll win because there's relying so much on the three. And as y'all can see, they did not shoot the ball well today. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe. Stay ready, subscribe. Um, Let me go to the Lakers. So the Lakers stat sheet went like this. Um, 43 minutes for AD and LeBron. D'Angelo Russell had 31 minutes. And that's another thing. Like I said, this is a game for the Warriors to really win because a lot of their guys who could score, well, one of their main guy who could score who's been killing them had a bad off game. And that's D'Angelo Russell. He shot 1 for 10 from the field. So that was an opportunity for the Warriors to really, come in and shut the door. I also see Jared Vanderbilt didn't play much. He got subbed out early in the first half because he couldn't do nothing with Steph Curry, and he looked like he was out of breath. Not to mention, he looked like he was out of breath. So, um, he was struggling too. So, I think Jared Vanderbilt was a non-factor, and I think Rui Hachimura was a non-factor as well. So 3 of their guys who's been really helping their team out has been non-factors today. D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, Rui Hachimura. Austin Reeves, solid, great game all around. He's been a very steady pace player, and he has a very high IQ. He knows how to break the defense down. He knows how to make right reads. Not the most athletic player, but he has a high IQ for the game. Right? Nice size, nice little handle. Average shooter, not great, but average. He's a guy who wants the moment. And yeah, all just a great performance by Austin Reeves. So I gotta look at also a few other things. AD was, he was good. He was very solid as far as the numbers, but his impact was not really felt in crunch time for those that watched the game. Crunch time, AD's impact was not really felt. A lot of those numbers he got was in the first half. Um, so that was pretty much the game plan. They took AD out the game plan by using Steph as a ball handler and calling for a screen that AD's guy was on, and that's what made him hard for him to cover him. So at the end of the day, they had the game plan right. You know what I'm saying, to help to get AD out the paint, but they didn't execute all around long enough to win the game. And losses like this hurt. I'm pretty sure Golden State's hurt after this loss because they're like, man, we could have really had that win. But I think I gotta credit the Lakers. The Lakers poise. I got credit also um, their shooting. I'm sorry, their poise and also their defense. Now, LeBron James, he went 10 for 25 from the field, 2 for 9 from the three, 27 points, and it was in 43 minutes. So I'm gonna say what I've seen from LeBron tonight. I've seen LeBron make the right reads. I've seen LeBron actually show leadership with this team as far as, you know what I'm saying, galvanizing his guys. I've seen that, and I've seen him taking advantage of the matchup in the post, especially with, you know, Steph Curry, who would be guarding him in the post. He would back him down and like find cutters or find, you know what I'm saying, guys on the 3-point line. So I just saw, you know, a guy like LeBron doing what he did and making it very tough for very tough for them to actually find out what he was going to do. Right. So I seen LeBron really just show high IQ today, high IQ, and also show that he can actually play off the ball. And then, of course, the last person we're going to talk about is the player of the game, and that is Lonnie Walker. Make sure y'all hit that like button and share, subscribe. Um, Lonnie Walker to me was so he obviously was the fourth quarter, Mr. Fourth Quarter, and he's 24 years old. He used to play at with the Spurs, but he wasn't getting much run under Greg Popovich. He comes to the Lakers and he's playing somewhat during the season. Then he gets his spot taken out the rotation. I think it was for Troy Brown, and then just recently he just got back in the rotation as much as tonight. So automatically watching Lonnie Walker play, his game is a lot. He has a lot of mid range. He can get to the basket. He can shoot the three. Um, Athletic. He's very good. He's a good player. Very solid. Very confident as well to take those uh to take those type of shots the way he was taking. So yeah, super chat by Christopher D. He said they're not going to develop young guys as long as Steph is the main guy. I think they were so desperate to give Curry one last run that they said screw the guy's development. Um, I'm not gonna say they don't develop because if you have because look at the players that came in, you know, Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, um, who else came in there? Everybody that comes into the Warriors organization, you know, usually gets better. Their game better. D'Angelo Russell was with the Warriors, had some of his best basketball there. Um, the young guys, um, if you want to say Moody and Kaminga, yeah, but Jordan Poole, you know, won, you know, most improved player, I think, was it last year? But I guess when he just got that big bag, he just really ain't been playing like how he's supposed to be playing, right? So I won't say that the players don't develop with the Warriors. I mean, you don't get 4 championships with not having to bring up your young guys. I think Steph has created a culture where he wants to see the young guys get better, right? He said, "Kes, what's the word?" BJ salute chat. What's the word? What's the word, Kes? What's good? You said Draymond has really been looking. It's been coming up clutch. What you think? It's think he's dealing with clutch, man. I thought Draymond played good, today outside that bonehead turnover. When I be watching Draymond dribble the ball and how he dribbles the ball up the court, I just be like, this nigga finna turn the ball over, man. He just looks awkward as hell bringing the ball up. So, I just think he gonna turn the ball over. But nonetheless, Lonnie Walker, player of the game for sure, and play like how he's supposed to play at home as a role player. Like I said, the Warriors had opportunities to win this game. They sure as hell did, and the fact that they didn't close out and capitalize on it, that's all on them. And this game could possibly be the reason why they lose the series. So they can go back home and win Game 5, but I don't. Nothing they've given me they can win Game 6. There's nothing that they've given me to show them. So they got their hands full now. I have my prediction. I said the Warriors are going to win in 5 or 6 games. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen. Because they're not going to be able to get enough wins in 5 or 6 games to close the series. They got to win in 7. But I just wouldn't even bet on that. I would bet on the Lakers winning in 6 because I feel like the Lakers are just having more of they just have, when you have that feel, you know, during the playoffs, like your team is going to be prevailing. That's why I feel with the Lakers right now. That's why I feel like with the Lakers. I feel like they know that they have, more of the momentum. So they're going to basically say like they got an opportunity to win this final or win this championship. So I think they're really right there to win. But will they do it? Not sure. I just dropped the link for y'all if y'all want to come here and cook. Um, I'm not so sure they'll be able to win the series. I mean, it's just too much of a emotional roller coaster, and Jordan Poole is just like he's just out of whack, and he was supposed to be a big part of what they're doing this year. So if he can't get on board, then they're not finna win because that's supposed to be the guy that can create when Steph's not on the floor. And I'm watching this game. Steph can't even take a rest because Jordan Poole's looking so bad out there, right? What up, Chris?
Yo, what's good, BJ? What's going on with you, broski?
I'm all right, man. What about you?
Chilling, man. I'm just chilling. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I think we got some great basketball for the day. Whether it was against Miami versus the Knicks, to Lakers and Warriors, even going back to the previous night with the Nuggets and the Suns. We've just been getting like some really good basketball, man. I'm enjoying these playoffs.
I'm only enjoying it if my team didn't get hurt.
Who's your team? Oh,
The Clippers.
the Clippers. Oh, the Clippers. Yeah. I forgot about
We would
that.
have beat the hell out either of these teams.
If y'all had a healthy Paul George and Kawhi, I would definitely say Clippers in 5 or 6.
Like the Lakers and Warriors, we beat the hell out of both of them, but it's nonetheless.
I feel that.
What what'd you think about the game?
Well, there are reports out that saying that Jordan Poole was complaining about his minutes. I know that doesn't bode well with the Warriors. I know you said he's trying to give him confidence, but realistically, and I'm not trying to be nasty when I say this, even though I was kind of going off on Jordan Poole last game. Um, but yeah, man, I just think that the Warriors, I think because they want to give Steph one last run at it, that, and I'm not saying that overall saying, oh, screw the Warriors development overall. I do think that for guys coming in, but I'm just talking about like guys that they drafted, whether it's Kaminga, because I think that we agree that he should be getting more minutes in this series. I think James Wiseman, just them having a big body, that would have been better to contend against AD. And whether it was with Moody or Poole, like they can't even play in this series, or the Warrior staff and coaching just doesn't trust them. like in big moments. And I just think that because ever since Steph got his fourth ring, that now they just continuously are just trying to build a culture or build around Steph, which for that Warriors system, like you have to be a specific type of player to play in that system. You can't realistically be a number one option or try to be playing in the Steph Curry system that they have. Everything evolves around Steph Curry. So I'm seeing it with these guys that we say could be playable or could be used as an asset, but you just aren't going to be able to see it. Like if Jordan Poole isn't making shots, he's going to be played off the floor. If he doesn't know what sets he has to run in the Warriors system, he's going to get played off the floor. Hell, as great as Wiseman was as a second overall pick, I mean, they eventually sent him packing because he just couldn't keep up within the Warriors system. So I think overall, specifically, I just think that they just want to give Curry one last run, and it's just overall like it's just kind of hampering some of these guys' development. But I did want to ask you this though, BJ. Have you seen this thing on Twitter? Um, it's like a dog, and it's been correctly picking who's gonna win between the Lakers and the Warriors. Apparently, like everything that meme is going around has this series dead to right. But I also said that the Warriors were also gonna come back down from 3-1. Do you think that's possible?
It is, yeah, it's definitely possible. Because they got the home court advantage. So if they win game five, all they gotta do is win game six and take it back to Golden State. But the problem is Steve Kerr, I think is what the party's missing is he's trying to use shooting instead of actually cutters to the basket. I think he needs to get off of Jordan Poole and Moses Moody and put Jonathan Kuminga in because
I agree with that.
they only need so many shooters. They don't need a bunch of shooters at one time because I don't know what's going on with Clay, but he's been terrible the last couple games from shooting. He can't just be shooting the ball well at home. He has to be able to shoot the ball on the road. So if they win game five and turn around game six, Clay has to play well. He cannot be shooting 3 for 9 from the field or from the three. That's just not good enough. I'm watching the game. They got a lot of good looks. So they have the team to do it. It's just they have to take care of the ball for one, and then when they have the lead, they have to shut the door. They can't keep allowing the Lakers to play. Can't keep playing with them because if you do, then you're gonna let them come back in the game. And so they're gonna make it a tug of war.
Yeah, at this point, I think the Warriors should literally go for broke, similar how Darvin Ham just put Lonnie Walker in the lineup because needed some fresh legs. And Lonnie Walker, he was that spark plug for them in the fourth. I think he's the only Laker to score 15 points off the bench since I think Kobe did it in 1997 against Utah. So yeah, he was big for them. So I think the Warriors should go for broke. Either have Wiggins and Kuminga at the 3 and 4 spot with Draymond at the 5 because they're not going to stop AD. But Kuminga is a really good slasher, and if you can put AD or one of their bigger bigs in foul trouble early on in the game, then you might can do something. The problem is that AD, like I've never seen a player like AD cover the entire court. Like he's covering literally everything from the paint to all the way out to the 3-point line. But I also just think on top of that, did he leave? I think he left.
Did he leave?
I think he left his own
Oh,
screen.
anyways, man. Well, you guys talking about the game, right?
Yeah. We just talking right now.
Oh, word.
But now, I just think also the Warriors, they made a lot of boneheaded mistakes too. I don't know why this nigga Steph Curry thought he could pull a contested three on Anthony Davis. Like he didn't even create no space.
Well, he's the one
he
dude I
shot
don't
it.
blame, bro. He's the one guy I'm like, go ahead, shoot that shit.
I get it, but I just listen. This is why I think that coaching is important. I think Steve Kerr should have looked at that matchup, saw that after Curry missed the first shot. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's call it timeout, timeout. He's got AD on him. Because he missed his last two shots trying to shoot over AD because he wasn't getting.
Oh, AD's not Sabonis, bro.
No, he is not, and this is why I've told Warriors fans that that this man AD, he is not food. He's not food on the defensive end.
Hey, is my mic working all right?
What?
Is my mic working?
Yeah.
Okay, well. No, I just wanted my mic to work. Go ahead.
No, you're good. But no, I just think because Curry, he had that one bad turnover, even though I do think that was on Moody, in my opinion, because I think he hit that out of Steph Curry's hand. And then Draymond, I swear this man is playing for the Lakers. How in the hell you on the baseline? And
you're talking about that fancy, man.
That don't make no damn sense.
You talking about the one that was that the first half, right?
No.
Or when was that? Was that the third quarter? Or was that the first half?
No.
Are you talking about the one at the top of the key where he throws it basically to the bench?
I wasn't even talking about that one. First off, yeah, that was in the second quarter. But.
Oh, you talking about the last play?
Yeah, he threw it right to AD. Like I'm looking at, I'm not because I have the NBA League Pass on my phone. He looks right at AD, and he just throws it right to him.
Was that Wiggins that was right there though? Who was right there? There was a Warrior right there.
No. It was Clay. I think it was Clay.
It was Clay. Okay, well, it was someone right there. But I get what you're saying, but he was kind of off balance and he tried to throw it around the guy. I mean, I could see maybe. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Here's what I do know, bro.
Okay.
The series still ain't over. Well, I'm a Laker guy, but the series still ain't over. It's the Warriors, bro. They still scary, bro. I still hold my breath every time fucking Curry got the goddamn ball. He's one of those players, bro. You just hold your breath. I thought the Warriors, they made a good adjustment in that first half with the pick and roll. They had an athletic guard. He sprints to the paint for a wide open layup, and they were getting that. But at this point, I don't know. I feel like the Warriors have tried everything. I think they've tried it. I don't know what they can do. I think the Lakers from here on out, they've seen everything the Warriors are able to do. And from here on out, they'll have answers for it. I think that was the last thing that they try to adjust, and I don't know what else they can do.
It's not about adjusting no more. It's about them sticking to what they did. They went away from what was working. They started jacking up
talking about that pick and roll, right?
Yeah, they stopped doing that. They went into jacking threes. That's what happened.
Well, I thought Coach Ham made a good adjustment in the second half on that. I forget who he put on. They recovered better on that pick and roll in the second half. In the first half, it was wide open. It was literally wide open, but there wasn't anyone in the paint when Gary Payton Jr. or whatever guard would roll down there. There was no one there to even make up ground or contest or nothing. I thought in the second half they did a much better job at recovering. But I do agree that they did go away from that.
Yeah, they should have kept running it. I think the game 5 that they'll be more efficient from the 3, but they can't afford to go 29% from the 3. That's what really messed it up for them. So,
well, they've taken Clay out of they've taken Clay out of it these last 2 games, bro. Like their scheme that the Lakers have been doing has really made it tough on Clay to shoot threes. Unless Clay gets a wide open 3 off a screen, they're doing a great job of having the big come up Once he gets over that screen, they're doing a great job of AD or whoever is there on the switch coming up to contest the three. And ever since game two, he's been struggling to shoot.
I just don't think Clay has his legs under him because I remember Wiggins had hit Clay in the corner, and he just short armed it on them. I'm just like, yo, does he have his legs up under him? I think he's tired.
Yeah, I mean, people say he's not. You know, he's older. He's had knee surgeries. He's obviously not the same guy he was 3 4 years ago. But I mean, at some point we just gotta acknowledge, bro. The Lakers have the best defense in the league. It is what it is.
Yeah, I have been saying that I do think that the Lakers are the better team, but I'm in the Discord with Players Choice, and I got a couple of Warrior fans that try to troll me, talking about, oh, it's gonna be Lakers in 6. I'm like, realistically, I don't see it. Listen, as long as AD is consistent on both sides of the floor, they continue to play great team defense, and overall just try to get as many foul calls as they can. Even though I do think that in the last game they got, let's be real, in game 3 they got a lot of questionable foul calls that should have been charges. But as long as they play their game realistically, I do think that the Lakers could win this in 6. I've always said that.
They could win it in 5, bro. Like, let's not, and the Warriors are the Warriors, bro. I'm
No,
not.
I'm gonna step Curry. I'm gonna give him game 5.
Yeah, no, I think they definitely have the best chance of winning game 5. Here's another thing though. Now they got to worry about Lonnie Walker, so they got a whole nother player that they got a game plan for. I mean, it's just been a bad matchup for the Warriors, bro. It's just been a bad matchup.
I do agree that the Lakers realistically have more options because I think that the Lakers, and no, I'm sorry, not the Warriors. I think they've drawn out as much as they could. But like BJ was saying in the beginning, though, the Warriors kind of went away with what they were doing. But in the second half, they were hedging a lot more.
I thought the Lakers took it away in the second half, personally, for the most part. Well, it wasn't. I should say it wasn't as open. It wasn't as because in the first half it was crazy how wide open the dude was on the pick and roll. It was crazy. So I just think that in the second half, I think they sagged a little bit more, and it made it so it made it so that Curry would have to hold that ball more and maybe not go to the pass on the pick and roll. I just think they made a good adjustment. But
also, the one thing I gotta take into account is, yo, did it seem like the Warriors were trying to speed up the pace? Because I've seen Curry just drop it down like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, that's how they have to play. They have to speed it up. They were playing better when they were speeding it up, but the problem is when Draymond does turnovers, he had you can't be making those type of turnovers. But they were fine as far as speeding the game up. Like Steph had a lot of dimes. I think he had a triple double today.
Well, they want to score in transition because the Lakers, one area they're not the best at is transition defense. Half court defense, Lakers have the best half court defense in the league. Anyone who says otherwise just doesn't know what they're talking about at this point. They have the best half court defense in the league, and the Warriors want to take advantage of them in transition, so they're trying to speed it up. And on top of that, they know that LeBron and AD can get gassed if you really push it. So they're trying to do that for sure.
The biggest problem has been Jordan Poole. That's been the reason why they've been.
No-show.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be the best bench player in the series. So the fact that he's having a terrible series is what's really hurting him.
What sucks about Jordan Poole is the fact that he's getting paid close to $140 million
guaranteed
in the next couple of years.
And it's guaranteed.
Yet in this series, he's already, but he's already out of the.
He's been bad since game 1. Game 1's been the only game he's been solid.
Yeah, I agree. He was good, and that's why I thought that this was going to be one hell of a series because of the way that Jordan Poole was playing. I think he just had that one that shot. But I did not expect Steve Kerr to only play him 10 minutes. I saw when I was going through the TNT when Shaq and Chuck they were doing the post game, and they put at the bottom Jordan Poole 0-4, 10 minutes played. I'm like, God damn, y'all throwing the hell
I
out this
mean,
man.
would
Well,
you play
they
him? I
played him a
mean,
lot less this game. They played him a lot less this
I
game.
would have too because you was hurting the team.
Oh
He
yeah.
had a turnover. He had a bad turnover, and like Steph couldn't even sit down. He got
Well,
no help.
He couldn't.
also
He couldn't.
LeBron. If we gotta realize this with LeBron right now. LeBron is who he is at this point, bro. In terms of like, he can't like he's gonna pick his spots. He's not gonna be able to give you um large chunks throughout the game of just greatness. He really has to pick his spots, and I think you just have to accept that.
He got to stop with those threes though. Those threes
No,
in the
I agree with that.
clutch.
I mean,
I agree
that's
with that.
that's what he has to do because is either LeBron's at the point of his career, he's gonna post up or get to the basket or shoot three. He's not
I think
really
what
That's
a
what I'm
guy.
saying. Like he is what he is at this point.
I
He
think
don't
what
really
he
have
did.
much of a bag, like as far as a handle like that. So he's gonna be settling. He's either a 3-point shot or get to the basket and
Or he
score.
shoots that fade that he shoots. But yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think what he did was
Also though,
terrific.
I mean, but he came in those four free throws at the end of the game were huge though. Like that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Yeah, he made
He
his free
picks the
throws.
best moments. He
twenty
He
two
picks the
made.
points,
best
man.
moments
Yeah,
to
that was
show up,
clutch.
They were 20 for 20 from the free throw line.
Yeah, that was clutch.
which
Yeah,
is
yeah. Every
unusual for
team
this Lakers
needs
team.
that.
They're a pretty
So
good free throw shooting team.
I
Yeah,
think
but they're not like the best. Like they typically miss like like 5 and 7 free throws. I don't remember the last time they hit every single free throw.
I think they were floating prior to this game. I think I think that they were in what the 70th percentile in terms of free throws. But tonight, yeah, if they missed a couple of those,
That's what I'm saying. Those LeBron free throws were huge, bro. Those 4 free throws at the end of the game, bro.
I thought, from my opinion, because I know he got the switch on Curry, and then when he tried to drive to the rack, and he got fouled. I thought that that's what he was gonna do on the next possession again, but then he shot that three again. I'm just like, really? I'm just like,
Yeah,
come on, John.
he tried to get greedy, bro, and ice it. I was like, "What are you doing, bro? Just go to the rack."
Yeah, facts. But hey,
But
man,
you
listen,
can see it, bro, when he shoots some of those threes. It looks like his legs are under him. Like
oh, he
you know what
definitely
I'm
gassed.
saying?
He definitely gassed. He definitely
So
gassed.
he's not. People gotta realize this isn't like 33-year-old LeBron that could just drive it like 12 times in a row. Like he is. I mean, this is LeBron right. This is LeBron at this stage of his career. He's gonna be able to drive it a few times, but on that fourth or fifth time he gets the ball, his legs are not gonna be under him. He's gonna chuck up a shot. Like it is what it is.
I think it was a good overall team game they played by the Lakers. I'm not gonna count the Warriors out just yet, but I kind of feel the same way I kind of felt about the Memphis Grizzlies going back in the first game. I just think that it's over in six. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah,
But
this Warriors team. This is the one team. If it was any other team that was up 3-1, I probably wouldn't even be worried at all. But this is that one team, bro. You just don't know,
Clippers
bro.
would have beat the
Warriors are
shit
that
out
one
both
team
of
you just
them.
don't know.
no,
Clippers would have beat the shit out. The Clippers would have beat the shit out both of these teams. That's what makes me so mad that he got hurt.
realistically, yeah, I think the Clippers probably could have gone to
I don't know, man.
the NBA
We would
Finals.
have beat the
in my
shit out the
opinion.
Lakers, and we would beat the shit out the Warriors. Well, I wouldn't beat the shit out the Warriors, but I know the Lakers would beat the shit out them. Warriors, that might be a little bit tougher, but for sure the Lakers.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
I would have loved to see. You know what? The most messed up part about all this is I don't know if we'll ever see the matchup because we haven't seen the matchup in what 3 years now,
No, we ain't gonna probably see it.
and that is sad, bro. As a basketball fan, that is sad because that's probably the one matchup everybody did want to see.
I'm not gonna lie, BJ. I think. Listen, I've denied the Clippers curse for years. I've denied the curse. But I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like every single superstar y'all had going back
Are you
until
smoking or
going back
something?
until 2012. It's just
nah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all can't keep nobody on that floor healthy. Y'all just can't. I I don't know what the problem is. Y'all can't. Y'all couldn't keep. Y'all couldn't keep CP3 healthy, Blake Griffin healthy. Even going back to when y'all had the little squad prior to Kawhi. I mean, and then
I
just.
I mean, it's just the curse was. It goes like this.
Mhm.
It was like the draft. At first, the Clippers were bad in the draft. Then it went from that to they couldn't get out the get to the playoffs. Then it went to injuries, and then they couldn't make it past second round. So once they got to the conference finals, that's what really the curse to me ended when they got to the conference finals. But yeah, like it's unfortunate over the last couple seasons when Kawhi gets hurt. I feel like you know they should have won the title in 2021,
I agree with that.
and, and this year I feel like they could have won the title. It's just unfortunate what happened with you know timing of injuries, man. That's what it kind of how it crumbled.
Yeah, objectively, I think I think y'all realistically should have won. Now, I'm not gonna lie, just between you and me, because I want to actually talk about that Jazz versus Clipper series.
Hmm.
I think that when Kawhi went down in Game 4, I realistically said that the Utah Jazz should have made the Western Conference Finals and that we should have had a match between the Jazz and the Suns, but they choked with so many missed threes, bro. It was pissing me off. I'm just like, yo, how are you a 1 seed? Kawhi Leonard goes down. Y'all are in it's tied 2-2, yet in the best of three, yet y'all could not win against the Clippers without Paul George. I'm like, there we go. That's insane. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Paul. Well, I mean,
Paul,
people say it
well,
like that, but
he wasn't on the team.
PG's better than Donovan Mitchell. So you know, it's even though Kawhi went down, they still have the best player. So I mean, it's not really a upset if you think about it. But when people say Kawhi got hurt, that's why they make it seem like it's an upset. But really, it was even now because PG's a little bit better than Donovan Mitchell.
No, I agree with that at that time. The only reason why I thought it was an upset at that point was because of how Paul George was playing in the first round against the Mavericks. I thought that he was literally
Right,
playoff pace.
right.
But in that second round, when he was forced to go back into being a number one option, he was averaging, I think, what, 28, 29 points a game.
Yep, 28 points per game. He led the whole playoffs in points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah, so once he went back to being like an official number one option, then I'm just like, oh shit, oh my god, damn, this nigga is on something. He was on something. He was on something. Something.
Yeah,
So
he
I'll
was
give the Clippers that.
awesome.
But I mean, now, listen, BJ, in your honest opinion, what do y'all think y'all should do with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George moving forward?
You got to run it back. What else is you gonna do?
Are you are you paying him the supermax?
He got one more year on his deal.
Well, after the season.
Depends what happens. Um, listen, like if you get rid of those two, like what else do you have left? What do you have to go with?
The issue is now because the fact that we know that Kawhi had what, a torn meniscus. He has degenerative knees. It's not getting any better. I'm actually banking on Paul George being more healthy than Kawhi next season moving forward. I do think y'all still have a great bench. I think y'all are still deep as a team. Y'all should still make the playoffs, but I think that there should be a change of the lead. In my opinion, I would make Paul George the way he was in OKC, make him the number one option, and have Kawhi go back to focus strictly on defense and just have Westbrook do most of the playmaking. I think realistically, y'all should still go far, even in that
Do you
aspect.
think do you see a championship with that?
In my opinion, if Paul George is healthy and you got Kawhi still playing excellent and the thing is focusing on one side of the basketball. I feel like every time he tries to play both sides, like like his body just can't take it. I think
Mm.
you have him playing great defense in spurts. You might it wouldn't surprise me if y'all would have made the Western Conference Finals. I mean, realistically, the only world beaters I see next year, in my opinion, are maybe the Suns and the Nuggets. Outside of that, I think any other team would be up up for grabs.
See, that's my thing. Though I think we have to look at right now. It's about the championship. It's not about making it to conference finals. It's about
No, no, no.
championship.
Oh no. I'm saying that out of those teams, I think those would be your biggest hurdles to actually get through. But I think Paul George going through as number one option if he is healthy enough, I would just try that because I don't. Listen. I can't bank on Kawhi Leonard being the best player on that team anymore, not consistently. Just, just my opinion.
Um, yeah, I don't think PG can lead you to a championship. Um, not as number one option.
Well, his comments definitely aren't that good, especially on this podcast. I remember he saying, how he said that now he doesn't feel like he is a number one option anymore. Those comments did kind of concern me, but I just kind of believe in him as a talent more than Kawhi's health. If Kawhi was healthy, we'd be having a different conversation. I just don't trust his health at this point. It's really hard for me to trust his health. Like it's really hard, and he's such a great player. Like he's a really great player, man. He's a really great player.
Yeah, when he's healthy, I'll pick him over anybody.
I think he's top three when he's healthy. But I've always said that.
Yeah.
But anyways, BJ, that's all. That's all I had to say, man. I think that the Lakers. I think it's gonna be six. But what are your thoughts on the Nuggets versus the Suns? It's 2-2 right now. Who you got?
Um, I think this is a series where, and I spoke about this. I said the Suns, Booker and KD have to both score 30 apiece to win. So with the Chris Paul being out, I think it's actually opened up them to kind of be those forces on offense because they don't have to rely on Chris Paul as much. They can be more of the primary options on the team. So I think it's been good for Devin Booker and KD. So as far as what's going to happen, I mean, you can go either way, man. Honestly, I don't really see a team really like blowing them out. Like I could say the Nuggets in six or the Suns in seven.
Oh, about yeah, you wanted to say seven. I'm just like,
Yeah, Suns in seven. So if it goes seven, it's up for grabs.
do you think that Devin Booker is going to continue to shoot 80% from the field? Because his efficiency is insane right now.
No, I don't think it'll be that high. I mean, but I think he'll still be around 50% from the field, which should get the job done. But it's more about volume shooting than efficiency with those two. Like it's about getting them, over 30 points apiece because they need somebody who can put the ball in the basket.
You think that Devin Booker has a claim to be a top 10 player right now in these playoffs?
Yeah, you do.
Mm,
You do.
okay.
I don't think he's top 10 right now, but I think he can get top 10. He can get to the top 10
Okay. I respect it. All right, then, brother. It's late. I'm going to catch you on the next stream, though. So salute, my brother. Till next time.
for sure, brother. Oh man, so we got a. That was my man. Damn, I forgot my man's name. That quick. Chris, my man, Chris D came in, man. Um, Orlando Magic fan. Definitely appreciate all the fans in here, man. All the people who come in here speak about speak about the team, man. Yeah, I said Chris D, bro. I said Chris D. My man, Chris D. That's what I said. My man, Cass in here, man. He said from Jordan Poole to Jordan Madoff. Jordan Poole has been he's been a disgrace, man. This whole well, I won't say the whole series, but since game one, just he's just been out of it. He hasn't been solid. So at this point, I would bench Jordan Poole personally. Well, no, I think Jordan Poole's gonna play in game 5, but these type of games as he's having these performances, not gonna, end well. So yeah, I see why his minutes got cut. Let's see. So yeah, Jordan Poole shot 0 for 4, 0 for 2. Klay Thompson shot 3 for 11, 3 for 9 from 3. Steph Curry shot 12 for 30 from the field, 3 for 14 from the 3. So their best shooters shot bad from the field. Nonetheless, they were just not making shots. So unfortunately, when you're in that position, you're the Warriors, it's not going to be very good for them. Elegance is key said Clippers already beat them the game before last. Yeah, the Warriors would have beat the Lakers. I mean, the Clippers would have beat the Lakers. They would have beat the Warriors and the Lakers. We all know that. It's just a simple fact that the Clippers got hurt. And unfortunately, the game is about who's the most healthiest, not who's the best. So yes, eloquence is key is correct. Clippers already beat them the game before last. I was actually at that game. As a matter of fact, I was at that game. So, they're a bad matchup for the Lakers, but they're the only team. To come to think of it, they're the only team in the West who really can sit up to definitively say they just beat the Lakers. They're the only team in the West. They beat them all throughout the season with the team they have or without them. They've had that team since the All-Star break. So they're just a bad matchup for the Lakers because of the amount of wing depth they have and the shooting and the athleticism. And I think Kawhi Leonard is the better player. So they have the best. Like, it's all about matchups at the end of the day. It comes down to matchups. Like, even with this series with the Warriors and the Lakers, the Lakers have the advantage in the inside. The Warriors have the advantage on the 3-point line. Right? So it's like there'd be certain teams like has a better matchup when you play them, but you may play a different team that doesn't have that same advantage, because at the end of the day, they just have something that you can exploit, right? So the Clippers are the only team that really gives the Lakers trouble. That's why they've beaten them every time they face them. See, a lot of people don't pay attention to matchups like that. There's a reason why they keep beating them. So, if I look at the team, like the Lakers game today, though, for the Warriors, that was an actual real game that actually happened. That's how the game's supposed to go. That's how the, fouls, that's how the free throws, that's how the points in the paint, everything matched. It wasn't no one-sided calling. It wasn't no ref trying to stop the game, trying to, have all these dead balls. It was literally allowing the game to flow, allow the players to determine the game. Y'all can see the, free throw disparity was not incredibly huge. Y'all can see that the points in the paint were around the same. The personal fouls matched up with the fouls that were called. It was an acceptable rate at the free throws, at the personal fouls, at the points in the paint, right? It was acceptable. So this is a type of game that you can walk away and say, yeah, that was playoff basketball. That was a great game. That other bullshit in game 3, that I wasn't going for. But this was a game when the Lakers took it. This was a game that Lonnie Walker took it in that fourth quarter. That was a game that really was pretty much what happened. The Warriors had all the momentum. They had a chance to pull away. But this guy, pretty clearly took over in that fourth. Right? So at the end of the day, if you have Mr. Slim, I don't know who this is. 2020 strippers choose wings over a ring. So we still talking about 2020, man. Like, that was 3 years ago. I don't know why y'all keep talking about 2020. That shit was 3 years ago. We're talking about right now. Who's a good matchup for who? And it's no secret the Clippers are a bad matchup for the Lakers. That's not even... Y'all are weird, man. Anyway, basically the Lakers took advantage when they took advantage in the end of the game. And I think Lonnie Walker scored like 10 points in the fourth quarter, something like that. 11 points in the fourth. Just mid-range shot after mid-range shot. I think he had a nice drive to the basket. I've always had a good respect of his game too, because I remember watching him with the Spurs, and he wasn't getting the type of minutes he deserved. So, he wasn't getting the opportunity. So that's what happens when you get put in a position where you get a chance to actually go out there and play. So that's why when you got him out there, that's what really happened. Hey, John. Hey, bitch, stop coming on my stream, man. I'm about to block your ass because you gonna keep coming around here. Say again, you're gonna get your ass blocked. I'm not reading your comments. You jumped out the chat the other day because you couldn't properly debate. Now, I'm asking you nicely. Do it again. I'm gonna block your stupid ass. Y'all trolls never touched the basketball and never played basketball. Gosh, y'all like little kids. Probably ain't got no. Y'all ain't probably got no girl, no wife. No, y'all kids are probably a failure, man. Y'all just really just sad, bro. Y'all can't even properly watch a video. But anyway, at the end of the day, what I see in this series right now is if the Lakers have the game they had tonight, because this game could have went either way, but the fact of the matter is that the Lakers basically had the better team as far as down the stretch with Lonnie Walker. So, they basically took advantage on the form. They also took advantage actually with the scoring, and they basically controlled the boards. I think if I look at the margin between the Warriors and the Lakers, let me see. Yeah, the Lakers had 2 more rebounds than the Warriors. So they controlled the boards as well as they had they controlled the foul. So they basically played a complete game from start to finish. He said, I don't know why Darvin Ham kept him out of rotation. Lonnie Walker, yeah, I don't know why either. I don't think he purposely tried to do. I just think that he was so focused. Like, y'all remember, Darvin Ham Yeah, he's made some great adjustments with the situation he's had. So with the cards he's been dealt, he's made some great adjustments at the end of the day. So bye, bitch. So now see that's what happens when you keep trolling. Um Next person that wants to get blocked is more than happy to get blocked. Obviously, this ain't a Clipper stream if I'm talking about the Lakers. So y'all want to get blocked too, I'll go ahead and put John. Like I said, I'll put y'all asses out here too. Y'all want to keep acting up, y'all can get blocked too. Or you can just properly leave like an adult. Okay. So I don't know why Darvin Ham kept in the rotation. I think Lonnie Walker, personally, I don't think nothing. I think Lonnie Walker is somebody that Darvin didn't want to keep out the rotation, but at the end of the day, it's just at the situation, like, it is what it is. They're trying to find reasons to um bring, Anthony Davis. They were focused so much on him, they forgot about the other guys. And with Troy Brown being there, they're just trying different things. So unfortunately, Lonnie Walker just he had a great night tonight. So I think he'll be definitely in rotation from here on out. Looking like a Westbrook ring. Hey man, if they play like how they did tonight, definitely don't block people, so that's not good for your channel growth. Just inside. Nah, people getting blocked. Because I don't need those people on my channel. I don't want those people on my channel. I don't want those people on my channel. If you can't properly, this is a channel of respect. If you can't properly talk basketball without the trolls, then you can get the fuck out of here. That dude John he's a clown. He don't know nothing about basketball, and all he does is want to come in here and run his mouth. So people will get blocked. If you can't act correctly, you can't come correctly, you get your ass out of here. So that's simple, man. Like, it's not. Let me have an honest grown man talk with y'all. Listen, basketball to me is something I use as a tool. I played basketball, for people who I know on this channel. I played basketball, high school, college, overseas, semi-pro. I played at all levels. I know NBA players. I know commentators. I know people in this business. Right? I'm not trying to, what I'm saying, I guess you could say toot your own horn, but I'm just telling y'all what, a little bit about me for the people that just come in here. Basketball to me is not my life. It's not something that's life and death to me. I'm doing this stream for y'all, man. As my fan base, I'm thankful for y'all being here. But I'm doing this for y'all. Like, but basketball is not something there's life and death. A lot of these people I'm seeing on this YouTube, they're using basketball as their life and death, like it's everything to them. And then they wonder why they have mental issues and they can't think straight, where they get upset over certain things that happen in games, bro, because they're so invested into this shit. I'm gonna do this to the best of my abilities, how I know how to do it. Once I log off here, I go back to my life, man. That's it. It shouldn't be hard for a person to respect somebody's channel if you're given the opportunity for them to come on here. I don't care what team you root for. It can be the Clippers, it can be the Lakers, it can be the Warriors, it can be the Celtics, it can be the Nets, it can be the Sixers. I got fan bases on every single team. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what team you come from. It's not really, trust me, I do not care. But you're gonna respect this channel, right? You're gonna respect the people on this channel. If not, you can get the hell out of here. Because I can just go ahead and because I got the control of the channel. I got the control of the show. Simple. We positive vibes. We don't trolls do. I don't exactly. We don't do that over here. This clown literally came on here and talking about some, and I'm talking about the Lakers winning and giving the players respect, and that fool coming in here trying to talk, run his mouth. You gonna get blocked. I let him talk a little, run his mouth with his little comments. He kept going. I ignored it. So I said, you know what? You have a nice day. You can get out of here. He makes another channel. He's gonna get blocked again. Period. So everybody has the PSA on how things are done over here. I want y'all to understand that. But let me go ahead and finish off my last thoughts of the show. Um, the way it's going, like this, going to be the Lakers in 6. I think the Warriors just mentally, um, been put in a position where it's going to be very hard for them to climb out of. And I just think they let a good game get away, a very great opportunity. And it's more than Steph that's going to be able to have to win this series. You know, guys like Jordan Poole, guys like Klay Thompson, if they're not scoring and shooting the ball, they're not going to win. The difference is the Lakers role players showed up, the Clippers or the Warriors role players did not. That's just the bottom line. Right? But yeah, man. For the people that came in here, man, who are, respect of people's channels and respect of the game, man, hey, nothing but love and respect for y'all. But for the ones who come in here who don't have no basketball knowledge, who have no respect for the game, I don't want you over here. And every time you bring or send some, one of your minions over here, then you can go and get blocked. I do not have the patience nor the time for nonsense, bro. I promise I don't. Right? I'll allow people to come and talk their jokes and say what they gotta say. But when it gets to a point where you just constantly trolling, people know what trolling is, you're getting blocked. I really, it does not matter to me. Choice is yours. But until next time, we respectfully say pull up a seat, pull up a chair, put it live. Peace. Out there like swimwear.